Retro Road Trip.
Gives you the times. It's really great. You know what? Sit down front. They grab the kids.
Come on, son, come out.
Hell's that?
Oh, put it back.
Yeah, that's my.
Andy's off on his back then. The other couldn't come out.
Make sure you close the gates for the See you in about a fortnight. John, everybody. My name's Carter. On behalf of Kilimanjaro Safari, I'd like to welcome you on board for your 2-week photo safari for the Harambe Wildlife Reserve. I do need for you to remain seated. Keep your hands and arms well inside the vehicle because we're going through some thick brush out here. Some of those bushes have really big thorns. And for the comfort of the guests around you and for the safety of the animals you might see, please no eating, drinking, or smoking while we're on safari. I'm going to hold up here for just a couple of minutes. Let that truck get far enough out of our way we don't have to breathe its fumes and dust for the next 2 weeks. Then we'll check that wildlife spotting guide just above your head there. Shows you some of the animals you might see while on safari. The Harambe Wildlife Reserve was established in 1971 in an effort to help protect local wildlife. It does have a total land area of over 800 square miles. Unfortunately, even today here in Harambe, we do have a little bit of a poaching problem, but we have airborne wardens that cycle back and forth over the reserve every day just looking for illegal activities. Now here in Harambe, when people are ready to go, they say twin day. So are you ready to go? Twin day. Twin day, let's go. Now we're into a part of the reserve that's got really good overhead cover and lush vegetation underfoot. Sometimes in this part of the reserve we'll see animals like okapi up there, right over there in the clearing. Yellowback duiker. Yellowback duiker gets its name from ducking under bushes and shrubs to avoid predators. The yellowback duiker is the largest of the 17 species of duikers. As you look to the right there, okapi. Now even though that okapi's got black and white striped legs, it is related to the giraffe and not the zebra. One of the ways we know it's related to the giraffe is its head and neck structure, and it also has a very long tongue it can use to reach out and strip all the leaves from a single branch of a tree in one easy motion. Around the watering hole to the left here, pink-backed pelican. Now, pink-backed pelican like to nest together in colonies of trees. When they come down around the watering hole, they'll work cooperatively to herd fish in the shallower water, make those fish much easier for them to catch. As you look to your right, as we come around the corner here, bongo. Now, bongo are sometimes called the ghosts of the forest because they blend in so well with their surroundings. Both the male and female bongo do have those long horns, and they can lay them almost flat against their neck and back to slide through the underbrush when they need to. Now, just to the left right here at the end of the watering hole, yellow-billed stork. Yellow-billed stork like the small frogs and lizards here at the watering hole. And on top of the hill to the left, black rhino. The black rhino grow to be up to 3,000 pounds full grown. They've been known to charge at up to 35 miles an hour. Oh, look on the right. Those are Nyala there on the right, a little bit smaller than the bongos. The darker colored Nyala is the male, the lighter ones are females. Now, the Nyala, like the bongo, are herbivores, and they're all part of the forest antelope family. Just to the right here, helmeted guinea fowl. And helmeted guinea fowl usually gather in groups of hundreds. That must be a scouting party looking for a new roost. Now, when we talk about black rhino, we talk about an animal that's highly endangered because the poachers have been hitting it very hard. Currently, there's fewer than 3,100 black rhino left in all of Africa. Sounds like the warden's already up in the sky. Let me check in with him so he knows where we are. Symbol 1 to Warden Wilson Atua. You out making the rounds today? Over.
Yes, Symbol 1. And today I have a passenger. Miss Johnson, my favorite wildlife researcher.
I'm Jumbo, everyone.
Jumbo, listen, Wilson, we're at the Safi River headed north towards Savannah. Love to hear any wildlife spotting tips you might have. Over.
Roger, Symbol 1. Will do. Over.
Now, Safi River is known for Nile hippo. A lot of times during the day, Nile hippo look like a shadow just under the surface of the water. So they're trying to keep that big body cool. So just to the right of the truck down there in the water, Egyptian geese, named for the distinctive eye coloration they have. And when you realize some of those male hippos grow to be up to 5,000 pounds, they've got a lot of body to keep cool. As you look to your left there on the island, a baby hippo. That hippo's about 2 months old. It started life at about 85 pounds, so it's not hard to imagine it growing to be a 5,000 pound hippo. Notice its mom's right close there, keeping an eye on it. The hippos come out of the water at night to feed along the banks of the river. While they're on the bank, they can consume up to 150 pounds of vegetation and other fruit in one evening. Hippos glide through the water by pushing off from the bottom. One of the reasons they can do that is they can hold their breath for between 5 to 8 minutes at a time. A couple weeks ago, I was through these parts. Just on the other side of this guardrail, some white-breasted cormorants were building a nest down by the river.
Look at this down here, dude.
Simbaman, when you come to Sedicali Bridge, go fully. Very slowly.
Look at the alligators.
That's
Look at the alligators. Look at them all.
Better days.
Look
And
at
I
them.
think our shifty-eyed friends, the crocodiles, know it.
Look at the alligators.
Roger Wilson, we can see the crocs, and I'm pretty sure the crocs can see us. There's a Nile crocodile down there on the left, much larger than American alligators. Nile
look at
crocodile can grow to be up to 20 feet long. When you see a Nile crocodile with its mouth propped open, probably just overheated. Nile crocodile are cold-blooded reptiles, and one of the ways that they cool off is to prop their mouth open and exhale hot air. Just up ahead is one of the most spectacular views in the whole reserve. Also coming up ahead is one of our famous ancient baobab trees. An ancient baobab tree coming up on the right is perhaps over 1,000 years old. Baobab trees are sometimes called the upside-down tree because their branches look like roots. Baobab trees have leaves for about 3 months out of the year. And here's that view I was telling you about. The Savannah Rendering is part of the Serengeti grassland system. Wildebeest and zebra migrate through here annually, while lion, elephant, and antelope call it home year-round. It's part of the wild Africa they're all working so very hard to save and preserve.
Simbaman, I see you down there. You are in bush country. Drive carefully. I don't want you bumping into my animals.
You should begin to see a wide variety of grass-eating animals around you, such as Thompson's gazelle.
Miss Johnson, no one in Africa calls them Thompson's gazelle. They are termies. Termies. Over.
Roger Wilson, thanks for the information. We'll be back in touch in a little while. Over. The savanna is sculpted by the animals that live here. Elephants are like bulldozers. They come through and push down trees so they can eat the soft wood just under the bark of the tree. That allows grass to spread. And giraffes come through like a pair of pruning shears and trim out the bottom leaves and branches from the trees. Lets the sunlight come in, helps the grass to grow. Wildebeest and zebra mow the savanna even during their annual migration, so the little sprigs of grass get some of that sunlight as well. Then the little nibblers like warthogs and gazelles come through and trim the edges. In a balanced natural environment, there's plenty of food for everyone. Now the dirt cone just off to our left here is a termite mound. Those things are hard as concrete. Elephants like to use them for scratching posts, and then when they've worn them down, sometimes they'll see antelope stand on top of them, scan the savanna, checking for any predators lurking behind the tall grass. Now the antelope count both the lion and the cheetah among their predators. Coming up on our left is a reticulated giraffe. Reticulated giraffe get their name from the Latin word reticulata, which means death. Refers to the appearance of their coat. Reticulated giraffe grow to be 18 to 20 feet tall. And they'll spend between 16 and 20 hours a day just eating.
Yeah. Daddy would be a good giraffe.
Now, as we come around the corner, just off to the right across the savanna, there's some tan animals with a black stripe along their side and a white underbelly. Those are Tommies that Wilson was talking about on the radio just a few minutes ago. Those are full-grown Tommies out there, and they weigh about 60 pounds. The gray animals there are white-bearded wildebeest, sometimes called gnu's for the sound that they make. Behind them, impala, who have the ability to make a 30-foot bound from a full run. And up on top of the hill there with the long horns, sable antelope. Those horns grow to be 50 to 60 inches long, and the sable antelope is the symbol of the Harambe Wildlife Reserve. As you look through the trees to the left, more reticulated giraffe. Now, as a baby, a reticulated giraffe starts life at about 6 feet tall. And adult male giraffes can grow to be between 2,000 and 2,500 pounds. We're coming into elephant country. Hopefully we'll be able to see the reserve's two most famous residents, Big Red and Little Red. You might remember from a poster back in the booking office when you came through there about a week ago. Oh, look at there, eastern white pelican on the right. They like to nest on the ground, have about an 11-foot wingspan. And just beyond those rocks on the left side over there, mandarin monkey, largest monkey in Africa. They gather in groups of up to 800 at a time and have a very distinctive body coloration. Across the water wall on the right over there, elephant. That's not Big Red. It's one of the males out of the herd, though. Males in the herd can weigh up to 12,000 pounds, full grown. Big Red and Little Red. Andy Wilson knows where they are. Symbol 1 to Wilson. Any clue to whereabouts of Big Red and Little Red? Over.
I have not seen them today. Try the red clay pit.
Big Red is the elephant matriarch of the reserve's herd. She gave birth a while ago to a new calf.
He does bathe in the same red clay pit as his mama. So I named him Little Red.
Elephants are wonderfully social creatures. They have moods, sympathies, and emotions. Over.
Roger, thanks for the information. We'll be back in touch in just a little while. Over. The elephant calves spend between 13 to 15 years with their mothers. During that time, they learn what to eat, where to find water, and just how to behave like elephants. Oh, goodness, it's another old bridge. Listen, Mom and Dad, hold on to the children. Everybody else, cross your fingers. These old bridges always concern me. Oh, and this one's held together with a rusty cable. Somebody back there forgot to cross their fingers. Symbol Wilson worked the red clay pit. You'd see plenty of tusk marks and footprints, but no Big Red and Little Red. We're going to head east toward the watering hole. Over.
I copy you, Timberman. Over.
On an average day, an elephant will eat about 300 pounds of food, consisting of grasses, leaves, twigs, branches, a little fresh foliage, and perhaps fresh fruit or vegetable they find along their path. Oh, look at there. Looks like one of the females out of the herd. Females in the herd weigh between 6,000 to 8,000 pounds. When they flap their ears, what they're trying to do is help cool the blood that's circulating below the 30 square feet of skin surface on their ears.
Timberman, I have to report back to base. Over.
So, Wilson. We'll talk to you when we can. Over. Elephant on your left. Let's see what's on the radio. Lots of greater flamingos left.
Look at this guy.
Timberman, come in, please.
Just a minute, Wilson. All right, Wilson, go ahead.
I got a report about the suspicious jeepney bingo copies. Keep a lookout for it.
Roger, Wilson, we're coming up on the copies now. We'll check it out when we get there and give you a call back. Over. Oh, look at there, grand zebra down the path to the right. The grand zebra, black stripes on white. Each one of those zebra has its own unique stripe pattern, much as we have individual fingerprints. Looks like some ostrich eggs there on the right, too. Probably ought to keep a sharp lookout for ostrich, because usually where there's eggs, there's ostrich. Oh, look there on the left, cheetah.
He's sleeping.
Cheetah is the fastest land animal in the world. Some cheetah have been clocked at speeds in excess of 60 miles an hour. Cheetah do have one small challenge in their life. It's the size of their body. A cheetah doesn't catch its prey very quickly, can overheat and run out of energy. More cheetah on the left of the trees over there, just below the green branch. Straight across the rock in the shade over there. Right there.
Sleeping. See him up there? He's laying down. He's taking a snooze.
Someone to Wilson, we're at the Copies. Nothing suspicious here, over.
Okay, Simbawan, but keep your eyes open for anything unusual. Over.
Roger, Wilson, will do. Over. Off to the right, grand zebra. Oh, and there's Patterson Zealand over there. Those are the tan animals, largest in the antelope family. Just to their right, scimitar horned oryx, named for the shape of their horns. Those Patterson Zealand can grow to be up to 6 feet tall at the shoulder for the adult male, and weigh up to 2,000 pounds. Just on the left, warthog over there across the clearing.
Calling model Utua, over.
Utua here.
There are ivory poachers in the reserve. They shot Big Red. She is wounded.
What about Little Red?
No word yet.
Where was he last seen?
Magadi Gorge.
Okay, you head there.
Roger.
Simbawan, we must stop the poachers. I am landing at Magadi Gorge to block off the east end. If you come in from the west, we could trap them.
Please, Civil One, we need your help.
So what do you think, folks? Should we go help Wilson with the poachers?
Sure.
Civil One Wilson, count us in, over. That ostrich you might have seen back there is the largest bird in the world. They have wings and feathers, but no ability to fly. They can run about 40 miles an hour. Civil One Wilson, we're at the crossroads. Looks like somebody smashed the gates. What do you want us to do, over?
Keep going, Simbawan. We are landing now.
Roger, Wilson, over. We're off the reserve. Hold on to the children. Keep a sharp lookout for poachers.
What's a poacher?
Simbawan, we spotted the poachers. Heading, force them toward us.
Roger, Wilson, we're on the way. Hang on back there. Here we go. Oh, goodness. It's poachers. They'd just like them to shoot and run. I think we've headed them off from the east. What Wilson asked for. We got position in time. Oh my.
Here's the camp.
Poachers camp.
Go on.
Oh, maybe Wilson caught him. Let's see. That's Wilson's area. Okay. How's Little Bird and Big Red?
Little Red's okay.
Great. All right. What? Yeah. All right. right, Wilson, I got it. That was Wilson on the other radio. He said, tell you, Asante Sana, thanks for helping save Big Red and Little Red. He's going to take Little Red back to his mama house, back on the reserve. Looks forward to seeing you again next time you're around these parts. On behalf of Kilimanjaro Safari, I'd like to thank you for selecting us for your safari needs here in East Africa. I hope that you've enjoyed your safari, that you'll come back and visit again real soon, because all the animals will be waiting right here just to see you again. I'm going to be dropping you off the word post up ahead. From there, it's just a short walk to the Pangani Forest Exploration Trail. A little bit farther along, you'll be back in Harambe in no time at all. And here in Harambe, the way we say goodbye is to bid each other Kwaherini. Before I bid you Kwaherini, though, I'm going to ask you to check that mesh bag right there at your feet. Make sure you have all your personal items that you may have stowed there. And get smaller children, get ready to help their parents out on a loading dock coming up on the right here. Terry's going to be opening doors in just a second, so watch your hands and fingers over there. Asante Sana, thanks for touring with us, and Kwaherini, have a good time in Harambe.